Hello, I'm Christian.
And I'm Andrew.
And today we're talking about social media.
On the
Welcome
Brain Rack.
to Brain Rack, by the way.
Yes,
Sorry.
welcome. Go ahead.
Anyways, alright, so social media. There's quite a few of them, aren't there?
Very
A few
much.
of them.
Let's just go way back. Like the earliest when I think of the history of say the internet and social medias were kind of very scarce, far and few between, because the concept was just kind of starting to hatch with networks and simple chat rooms. Whereas now, today, there's just a plethora of social medias. You got Facebook,
Which I think was one of the first ones.
right? Well, I think there was also, the MySpace might have been one before that.
Well,
one too.
Facebook was one that was done for between, if I remember correctly, it was created for, or maybe that was MySpace, for in between colleges.
Sure. Yeah. Facebook was known as the Facebook, where it was just a college exclusive sites where college students can log on and socialize with maybe other college students and look up other source material for what they need for their homework.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking it was. That's why I say that it was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Eventually.
MySpace came, and then it's like, wait, why don't we release it worldwide, or at least nationwide? So Facebook joined MySpace. I don't know that for sure. That's just a hypothesis that I have.
But now it's just become the internet, one of the big internet giants that it is today, because it made that move from where it was into social media.
Change for the good.
Right. And so there's Facebook, MySpace, we got Google Plus, Twitter. Would you say, I've never been on LinkedIn, would you say LinkedIn is one?
Social networking.
It's social networking, right. We gotta get our terms right. So there's that few.
I know it's a social networking thing, so I would say it's a social media.
Mm-hmm. So just all that to name a few, and just like for any of those sites, you got pros and you got cons for being on there. Like, say the pros, you can connect with people.
Yep, you can reconnect. You can connect with people. You can do store photos and stuff. You can share your life. You can share your best life. You can share your worst life. Whatever.
Right.
Whatever you choose. Which brings me to a point. Be careful what you share. Actually, just be careful what you do, because some people have actually not gotten a job because of it, from what I've heard.
Which is a con that anybody can look at what you post.
Yep.
So be careful what you do, what you post, because you don't know who's watching. And
that reminded me of something that I'm not going to say.
But I think there just may be more pros than there are cons. But the con is very heavy because of anybody can see what you're doing.
Yep. I personally don't post a whole lot of photos. The only photo that's really on my thing, my what's it called?
Profile picture?
Profile picture. That's how much I know. Anyways, or how much I use it. I know what it's called. I just don't use it a whole lot, so it's not even in my brain.
That terminology isn't as
as
dominant as, say, I'm on there frequently.
Minecraft information in my head.
Oh. That's its own episode.
It is.
That's its own season if we wanted to really do it, but that'd
most
be crazy.
definitely. At least a week.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, okay, back to our social media.
Right. Your profile picture.
Yes, profile. That was actually taken by a friend. That wasn't even uploaded by me.
Right. But it was just like, oh, that's a nice picture. I'll just set it like this.
Well, somebody actually said, you should have a profile picture. Here's one. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Click.
And that was that.
Yep. So I haven't really spent much time on it. So I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook anyway.
Whereas, say, my profile picture was taken by me for...
for you? By me, for me?
By me, for me. It was taken by me and set by me because I'm like, this tells a lot of who I am, and it's the one where I'm wearing one of my other different Doctor Who shirts with.
Oh, nice. With like the one you're wearing right now.
Yeah, well, not this one. It was a different
one.
Like. And I had the 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver, and it kind of had pointing towards the camera. Like,
oh, nice.
It looks really cool. Maybe if I can figure out to do the layover, I can show that up. Yeah. So.
Or they could just look you up.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well.
If they're watching this on, say, Facebook, they can be like, "Oh, that's his picture." But if you're watching this on YouTube, it might not be as easy. But
granted,
but why we're on there, I think is pretty similar. We both like to stay connected with people.
Yep, most definitely. I definitely like to stay connected with people, mostly because I love talking with people. As we said earlier in an earlier episode, we would talk to 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Now I don't know if he does that by means of Facebook or whatever he does.
Well, I just like to talk with people, and if I have a question for them, it's easier to ask them if we have connections on there.
Yeah. Like as of recording of this episode, I asked one of my aunts if she could forward me some CDs of sorts for.
Yeah. It's also a really good thing on there if somebody says to you, "Hey, this is a really good video. You should definitely check out the Brain Rack." One of the best ways to do it is to just post it on Facebook.
Right. So then you can say, "Oh, this person shared a link or posted something."
I have people who say, "You should definitely check out this video," and I say, "Just send me a link to it."
So it's for convenience that it's a little bit easier than just trying to actually go somewhere else and try to find it, where it's just right there.
Yep, and you can do it at your leisure. Versus, you want me to check it out right now? I have to go.
I have to do something else real quick.
Yeah, I have 2 minutes to talk. So yeah, it basically allows you to be able to send information to people easier and stuff like that. They can watch it at their leisure. It's just fun. Plus, a lot of more people can see it, which is even more fun.
Right. One thing that is nice when we say connecting with people, I actually have a coworker who is in, I believe it's Ecuador, and he was actually able to message me not too long ago. We were able to actually talk and catch up a bit.
Yep.
And which it wasn't directly on the Facebook app, because if you ever used Facebook, sometimes you can't message as well as right on the app. Then they kind of encourage you to use their other messaging app, just Messenger. Which I mean is okay. Some people complain about it, but I don't have that big of a problem with it. I mean, it's just one more app. I have the space for it, but
some people don't.
Some people don't.
I know if you want, say, music at the highest quality, It takes up a lot of gigs, but that's another topic entirely.
Right. So it just depends on your phone setting and what have you. But for me, it's like, it's another means to stay in touch with people. I was able to talk to somebody in Ecuador,
which is awesome.
At the time I was at a family gathering of my fiance's. So in between talking to people, I was able to message this guy, which is nice. So,
which reminds me, if you go to a party, if you go to a party, try to be there, not on your phone.
Yeah. Facebook can wait. Even though there's constantly
texting can wait.
And texting can wait.
Yeah.
Be there, be in the moments, talk to people.
Be with the people you're with, not with the people you're not with.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, we are over time, so thank you for watching The Brain Rack.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Well, they're going to see us. We're not going to see them.
You'll see us in the next episode.
There we go. Have a good one.